morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I'm not doing very much today. I'm going to mix up a little bit of hamburger into hamburger patties, and we're going to have hamburgers for supper. And if I don't get it done, Claudine will do it when she gets home. She's gone to take Bill up to his oncology appointment. Whoa, look at my hair. Oh, gosh, what has happened there? Anyway, the funniest thing happened yesterday when I had my home care worker come. Her name's Hannah. She's a really lovely lady. So she came. By now she should know that you never know what you're going to find in my bed because I eat at night. I always have lots to drink while I'm in bed. And it's always something different. Now, I've told you the story about when she found little chocolates in my bed. And of course, when you've slept with them in your bed, they're little brown mounds of things that could be anything. I mean anything. But she learned that they were chocolate. Well, I told you I had fallen a couple times the other night, or the other day, and I had fell on my back where I had had my lumbar puncture. So Claudine suggested that she hadn't seen anything, but perhaps I could ask Hannah to look. Pardon me for yawning. I could ask Hannah to look. So I said, sure. So when Hannah and I were getting cleaned up in the morning, I said, could you just look at my site on my back and make sure that I don't have any marks or anything from a bruising or whatnot from when I fell on it? Well, she'd seen it the day before and she knew that there wasn't any marks then. So she looked at my back and I could see a peculiar look on her face. And she said, oh. And I said, is there something there? And she goes, yes, let me see. And she gets really close to everything, and then she gets a smile on her face. And she says, oh, she says, you gave me a fright. And I said, why? And she said, I saw this on your back, and I thought that it was a mark that you had made. It was a piece of red licorice. And it was about this long. Look at my fingers, that far apart. Anyway, she had a piece of licorice that had stuck to my back as I was sleeping. And I said, Hannah, you know, I have lots of things in my bed, but I usually try to make sure that they're all out of bed before you come. But I had missed this one because it was on my back. So we had a good laugh about that. Anyway, I was going to make, oh my gosh, I'm so yawning. I was going to make hamburger with cabbage and onions. And that I was going to make a side of champ, which is a Irish potato dish. And I was going to make a side of champ with it and maybe some gravy. But everybody wanted hamburgers, so I said, okay, well, I've got a big piece of hamburger here, so I'll make hamburgers tonight if I get energetic, and if I don't, Claudine will make them. But anyway, we'll make hamburgers tonight with fried onions, and then tomorrow we won't have the champ. We'll add rice to the hamburger and cabbage and whatnot, and we'll just have a casserole. So anyway, that's the plan, and we'll see whether or not I stick to it, because I never stick to anything, because I get up in the morning and I find out whether I had movement or not. I didn't this morning, but I do now. So I could go in there and get doing it now. Anyway, sometimes when Bill's done at the oncologists, they stop down to Peter's Drive-In because they're down near that area, which is a well-known place here in Calgary, and they get a milkshake. But I said to Claudine, we're not going to do that today, because I said we're trying to conserve our dollars here, and so I said let's wait, because I said we can buy a whole gallon of ice cream for the price of one milkshake. So it just makes more sense to buy the ice cream. We had beautiful strawberries that we had. We didn't eat them yet. They're in the fridge. And I got them all cut up and whatnot last night before I went to bed. And we have a couple bananas. So you know where I'm going with this. If you got strawberries and you got bananas and you have a little chocolate syrup, you pretty much have a banana split. So I'm thinking that we might even have a banana split to share amongst us tonight. We'll see. I never know for sure what I'm going to do. I could be doing anything. Anyway, let me think about what else we did. I've been having myself a cup of coffee every day because I was told that that was one of the things that was going to help get rid of my headache that I had from the spinal tap. So I've been having a cup of coffee, and I didn't get my cup of coffee this morning, and I missed it. I really missed it. But I didn't make another one because I don't like drinking my coffee through a travel mug. I don't mind the travel mugs for cold drinks, but my hot coffee, I like it in a, I don't even mind my chai in a travel mug, but my hot cup of coffee, I like it just in an open mug. And I have 2 open mugs that I can have a big enough capacity that I can make a half a cup of coffee, and that's enough for me because they're a big cup. And I do that, but I'm very afraid of dropping them because they're glass. They're my Pioneer Woman, so I really like them, and I'm really afraid of breaking them. So I said to Claudine, I should probably look for a mug that I can hold that is open at the top, but maybe is not going to break if I drop it. But anyway, the one that I really like, it's bigger, but it's wider at the bottom and then it narrows at the top. And that's a good thing because it doesn't spill as easy when you're just picking it up. So that's one of the things that I've got that I am trying to make use of and change around my life. And I've got everything else all done. I bought myself, because I can't use scissors. I've talked about how I can't use scissors. All right, I bought myself, I jokingly call it my guillotine. But I have to be very, very careful of this, and I have to be very careful when Finn's here. So what I've got is I got a paper cutter right here. And if I take this lid off, you can see that it has a blade here. There's a blade here that we cut down just like the wood they used to have in the schools. Remember when the schools had big paper cutters? So then I've got the box over it to protect it and keep Finn's eyes off it, because then he won't want to get into it. So I have that, and I thought the box looked kind of ugly just sitting like that. No, it's not on there right. There we are. Okay, so it's maybe not quite wide enough. Anyway, so I've got the box covering it like this. And I have this paper that I've used for a couple other projects that I like. It's all flowers and stuff. And I've used it on different things. One of them is to decorate my Lysol wipe container. And I thought that I would put it on there. It's sticky, it's like Mac Tack. So I thought I might put it on the box just to pretty up the box sitting there. And I think that it would look pretty nice, but I can't do that without Claudine's help because I could never pull that paper off. So I think that's going to look nice on there, and that's what I plan to do with it. I don't know when I'm going to plan to do it. I told Claudine I was going to stop having all these ideas and plans, so I have to kind of stop. I do need to fix up something with my bottom of my chair, and she does need to do something with my tray. Oh, and I went and played Yahtzee last night out in the garage, and we had a good game. I played on my own 6 games. They played, the 3 of them played 6 games. They were finished before me, of course, because they're much faster than me. And so when they finished, they started the next game of 6. And when I finished, we compared my scores to them, and I came in 3rd out of 4. And then, no, I didn't come in 3rd or 4th. That's right. You know what happened? I keep track of mine because I can't write down. I keep track of mine on the computer, on a program that I have. That was just a free program. And I got to the last couple of scores, and all of a sudden my page disappeared. And I, of course, didn't know what my score was, so I didn't actually get to participate in the scoring of the first game. So then they had partially played their second game. So I said, I'm going to do what I usually do, and I'll play 3 games, and then we'll just half their score to enable me to be there. And I was 3rd in that game. So, but I do enjoy playing it, and I like this program that I have because I can keep the score myself. I don't have to do it. But I'm going to start to periodically give my score to Claudine to write on a sheet, so that just in case that happens again, because with computers it can happen, and out in the garage we don't have great reception, so it can happen quite easily out there. Anyway, I don't have a lot more to say today, so I'm going to close it at that, and I'm going to go and make those hamburger patties, I think, because I don't think that Claudine wants to do them when she comes home. She has been out. She had an appointment herself this morning. She had an appointment with Bill this afternoon. She has an independent mechanic that she wants to have a look at the car just to make sure that everything is tickety-boo. And then Saturday, Bill's got chemo to start again. So she's going to be busy for the next few days, so I will probably go in there and get that made. Anyway, we shall talk to you all tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'm not sure. We were talking about Bill maybe going down and having fish at the other building, and if it's not raining, he could take my scooter down there, and because there's a woman down there who is interested in buying it, and I'm not going to be riding it, so he could show it to her and let her see it, as versus taking his scooter. But if it's raining, he'll need a ride. So we're just going to play that one by ear. All right. Hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Toodles.